Dana, with as many new players as you guys have in both of these games, it stands out in that this doesn't look like a team who's playing its first or its second game of the season. And it's not, I don't think, just because these are some veteran players. This group has come together from an on-court chemistry standpoint pretty quickly. What is your assessment of just the general execution of things in two games?
Well, I think that's the advantage of having experienced guards, you know, that can kind of get everybody in the right spot. You saw, you know, some of our young guys have a little trouble, you know, defensively getting out to the corners, the rotations and so forth. So you see how far some of the guys have to go. But the vets, I thought, did a really nice job. You know, they covered up for each other. Their energy level was good. You know, the start of the game, you know, we popped them pretty good there early. If we'd hit some free throws, you know, we'd have jumped on them really good, you know, and I was bragging about our free throw shooting last game. And we went 19 for 21 and now we go 11 for 21. So I don't know. I do like the guys, you know, Will and Eric, you know, their experience, and then, you know, the other experienced guys. Rivaldo's giving us some good minutes. Frank's starting to get his feel back. But we definitely need Nate and Isaac and Luke Orr. You know, we got to get some more rotation there. We basically played 7 guys tonight, and I sure, especially here early in the season, want to get that to 9 or 10. So, you know, we've got some work to do, and those guys are going to have to really, you know, get busy in practice and do a much better job.
Sorry,
Coach, you mentioned free throws. I'm wondering if you have a benchmark number that you'd like to aim for as a team, and what your message was to the team after tonight's unfortunate poor shooting from the free throw stripe.
You know, we always shoot for 80%. You know, I mean, you know, you shoot in the high 70s, you're in pretty good shape. But, you know, our goal is 80, you know, in a game. And, you know, the disappointing thing is I thought we had the right guys shooting them. You know, usually those guys are pretty good free throw shooters. Eric's pretty good. Quincy's been shooting them okay. Jacob, you know, got us started missing 2, you know, real early. And so, you know, we had some good free throw shooters up there, and, you know, it'll work it out. But we're going to have to get refocused. Maybe we shot as many as we had, you know, the last couple of days in practice, but, you know, the focus has got to be there, you know, and maybe we just took it for granted. I don't know, but we sure didn't shoot them very good tonight.
Graham Metzger, Ducks Digest.
Coach, congrats on the win. There was a lot of stoppage of play in this one, 34 total fouls, and some confusion behind a couple of those calls. Is this just second game jitters, or what was the main cause behind this, do you think?
Well, you know, both teams are athletic. Both teams are quick. You know, 18 fouls is a few too many for us, but it's not that bad. But, you know, we knew they would be quick, athletic, physical. And so we wanted to try to match that. We had a couple silly fouls where we reached in that, but, you know, we can live with 18 personal fouls. You know, we just got to do a better job, though, in some of our rotations. You know, that was what I was disappointed in, just coming out of our little press and then trying to get the bigs out to the corner. We sure missed that a number of times.
Chris Hansen, register guard.
Yeah, hey, Dana, what was working so well for Eric tonight, that especially on the offensive end, that he was able to have such success?
The mismatch, you know, we felt like he could take it at the hole. You know, we just felt like he was quicker than the 2 guys that were guarding him. And so, you know, we just felt like that was a quickness mismatch for us. And Eric got to the hole, you know, a number of times. So, you know, I just, you know, you kind of look as coaches, our staff looks for where we think maybe we can get the ball to the basket, create some opportunities for guys. And tonight we just felt like Eric, you know, had a little mismatch. If he would take the ball at the hole, be under control, either finish the play or make a play for somebody else. And he did have 3 assists. You know, I thought he made some good plays.
Matt Preem.
Just your thoughts on Will being able to be a shooter this season, and first 2 games feels like he's really hit some timely threes and big threes for you guys.
Absolutely. You know, Will's a good shooter. When Peyton was here making shots for him, I believe he led the conference his sophomore year, shooting threes of 45%, which is outstanding. I think he shot close to 40, if not 40 last year. He's a good shooter and he works at it, Matt. He's in the gym all the time shooting. He stays after practice every day shooting. There is no magic wand to being a great shooter. You got to put the time in. And he's really putting the time in, and he's got a good stroke, good release, high release. So 4 for 5 tonight. I don't think we'll get that every night, but, you know, he shot it well tonight.
Time for 2 more. Let's go with James.
I'm assuming Davis was at the top of the scout, Dana. What do you think of holding him to 9 points, 2 in the second half, and how Davion in particular did at containing him?
No, I thought, you know, Davion and Jacob had him most of the time, and I thought they did a pretty good job. I thought our awareness, you know, was pretty good on him, and he is quick, and he's a good shooter. He's got good vision. Really impressed watching some clips from last year and then watching his first game, even though he didn't score, just the pace he plays at. So I thought Davion, Jacob, you know, and you know, he got matched up on different guys, but those 2 guys had him the majority of the time, and I thought they did a pretty good job.
Last question goes to Chris Hansen.
Yeah, Dana, can you just take a brief look at BYU and Tuesday night's game and you know, just what you guys need to do to be successful up there?
Chris, I got no idea. I haven't looked at them. You know, not smart enough to look at the next team. I know the staff's been working on them, and I'll go to work tomorrow and take a look at them. But you know, go to bed tonight, and then I'll take a look at it tomorrow. We'll break down our film with this game and then start work. It's our day off for the fellas. And so then we'll practice Sunday and Monday and drive up Monday night. Chris Boucher's playing, so we're going to try to see part of that game and then get ready Tuesday at 7:00. But you know, one thing I would like to talk about is the 3 young men, you know, that committed to us this past week or signed with us this past week, and I'm able to talk about them now. But Dior Johnson's, you know, really quick, really can push the ball. And I think he's really someone, he's probably only going to be with us for a year because he's got aspirations and moving on pretty quickly. But, you know, that's the game. You know, that's where we're at. And if he has a great year, I hope he does. So, but he's got a rocket. He can really move up and down the floor, you know, and Jacob has to go. And, you know, we're pretty sure will because he'll have aspirations and an opportunity to go. So we're going to need some guards, and he can move it pretty quick. Tyrone is a young man that is playing junior college ball and love his athleticism. He's really got a gear to go score. Just reminds me of some of the other junior college players that we've had. Man, I love Rivaldo. He's so coachable and he wants to be part of it. And he's been so easy to work with. Like, you know, we've been really fortunate with our junior college players, whether it's Chris Duarte, Chris Boucher, man, we've had a number of good ones. Elgin Cook, Dwayne Benjamin, man, I'm going to miss some guys, but our junior college players, man, they come in here and they appreciate everything that Oregon has to offer. The junior college route isn't nearly as as glamorous as playing Division I. So I'm really excited about working with Tyrone. And then last, Khalil out of Arkansas, another big body shot blocker, you know, so, you know, and we know with the big guys, it always takes a little longer. You know, it is the pace of the game, the physicality of the game. But I like Khalil's shot blocking ability. He can shoot the three and he runs good. So really excited about all three of those guys. You know, and I don't know who, you know, will be here, who won't. You know, every year is going to be different, but we do know that we need a guard because Jacob has to go, and we'll probably will. You know, I mean, that's he's given us 3 really good years in his 4th year, so I'd like to trick him into staying, but I'm not sure that he will. So. But I'm really excited about those 3 guys. Sorry to take so much time, but I hadn't had an opportunity to talk with you about those 3 guys, and I am really excited. Chris Crutchfield, our new assistant, it really did a nice job recruiting those 3 guys. He was the lead recruiter on all 3. He did a great job. So really appreciative of his efforts. And I really think all 3 of those guys really going to be good players for us. You know, one at 6'3" guard, one a 6'5", 6'6" wing, and then Big Khalil inside. So those are 3 new additions for the 22-23 season.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate your time. Congrats on the win tonight.
All righty. Thank you.